guys, welcome back to the video. I'm your host, Lexi P, and welcome to Lexi's World. You fuckers don't know who I am. One day, you're gonna know my name. I have a lot of life experience, and I just want to share everything I've ever learned with everyone. I was the bottom, and I completely 360'd my life to the happiest ever. I've learned so many things that I wish I could go back and tell this girl who was at her lowest. I can't do that, but I can do the next best thing by telling you. And I hope it helps someone. I have a lot of opinions. Listen to them without judge. See what sticks. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries. Let it go. I do want to emphasize, we are all supposed to have completely different opinions. We are different people. We've all had such different experiences and outlooks on life that it's totally okay to disagree. But I will say, try to keep an open mind going into this. I think that's actually a really big problem in our today's society of people are so comfortable holding on to their values, things that they've been told, generational morals, ethics. You are being taught all these morals, all these rules that this is how our society runs. I think it is so important to think about everything you've ever learned. Think about your values, your beliefs, your thoughts, what you want to do in this life, everything you've ever been told. Think about it as a house and look at each brick and see what genuinely aligns with you. For example, this is your house. In the family, anger issues have been genetically passed down. That's how my dad is, so I just naturally have anger issues. So think about that brick, analyze it. Do I want to be someone with anger issues? Does an angry person represent who I am? Look at that brick and genuinely come to a conclusion, yes or no? Yes? Awesome. Keep going. Build your house. Who are you as a person? Who do you want to be? Look at each and every brick. There's so many different categories on your life, and you need to be having your own opinions on why you're doing what. So if your dad tells you, you have to be a doctor because our entire families are doctors. So the idea of that is being pushed onto you, and that's just in your mind, one-way track, that's what you have to do. And the fact that majority of us are just drifting along life, you're following what you're supposed to do, you're just reacting to life, just letting it happen to you. Versus if you're able to think for yourself and decide who you are, re-brick your house by what you believe in, by what you want out of this lifetime, not just what you're told, is so important. We need to be teaching our children to think for themselves, bro. We're too busy teaching pre-existing opinions from people who were alive hundreds of years ago versus us creating our own opinion. Also, I kind of have ADHD, so I can just kind of go from like idea to idea, like this so seamlessly, bro. Like in my brain, there's a constant word track. Isn't that crazy? But also there's not. I have a very peaceful, very quiet mind because I'm able to listen to thoughts and let them pass through me quickly. I think about each and every thought because I'm aware that I'm creating my life. When I think certain things, feel certain ways, talk to certain people, all of these things are programming my mind. So you need to be very careful of the thoughts you think, and even the ones that you give time to. Where are you giving your energy? Because for me, if I have a negative thought, I simply think about it. Do I want to give my energy to being negative? Is this the mindset I want to have? Yes or no? No, let it go and replace it with a higher thought. You cannot control your first thought, but you can control the second. Remember that. I'm currently 20 years old. I'm living at my parents'. I'm just making little diary entries for my entire life. No matter how I feel that day, I just want to show up exactly as I am and watch myself grow. That's why I say you're gonna know my name, because I'm simply not gonna stop. So f***ers, I'm gonna keep posting every single day. So either subscribe or just watch it happen. I'm gonna be famous. Mark my words. Lexi P is going to be famous. She already is. Do you guys want to know why? Because everything that's ever happened is happening in this exact moment right now. There is no such the past, the future, none of it exists. Everything that will ever happen is happening right now in this exact moment. And time doesn't technically exist. It just depends on whatever light speed you're traveling at through the universe. My 24 hours is different than your 24 hours. But it is kind of confusing, to be fair. I'm learning, guys. There's natural laws of the universe that we aren't taught. Manifestation, it's real. And if people knew that, they would be a lot more powerful than they are. And the haves don't want the have-nots to think for themselves, or else they would take away the haves' power and they would be more equal. Guys, I absolutely believe in equal opportunity. I am for the people. We are a collective one. We all need to come together as one and just change the world. I know that sounds so crazy, but we need a change, you guys. Whatever we're doing right now, it's simply not working. It just is what it is. Can we all accept the fact and find a solution, we are in denial for no reason. We think we're so evolved when we're not. I'm still learning all this stuff with you guys, but the best way you can learn is by teaching. So I'm just going to teach you guys whatever I learned, and then we can see if we agree with it. But one thing that we are all going to agree on, if you're following me, we are going to agree that we need change, and we're going to be the people to speak up when others won't. Honestly, I could talk about the system for so long just because of how poorly treated our have-nots are compared to the haves. And the fact that we have more than enough resources to give equal opportunity within the aspect of basic human rights. Food, shelter, water, plumbing. We have more than enough resources to share, to let everyone have dignity while living their life. And even the idea of 70% of people hate their jobs in the workplace, 70% of people wake up in the morning not excited to go wherever they're supposed to be going. Their only reason they're going there is because they have to put a roof over their head. You shouldn't have to earn food. And the fact that we have more than enough on this planet, Mother Nature gave us more than enough resources on this planet to fully share. Did you know if we fed all the wasted food from North America to the starving people, there would be enough food to feed everyone, and we're just throwing it away? That is so mean. That's so selfish. Like, can we not share our resources? We are all human. Oh my god. And don't even get me started on war. I cannot even. Yeah, I should go live. Okay, yeah, guys, go watch my live. I literally sit here and I just yap to live. I love it. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.